Hi, my loves. Welcome to your Cosmic Weather Report for the week ahead. We've got such a big week this week of power and purpose and portals. It's going to be such a beautiful, powerful week. Starting off on Monday with a really big day on Monday. Let me break it down for you bit by bit. We first of all have the Sun trine Neptune. Now, as the Sun meets Neptune, this brings through an energy of wanting to connect more deeply to your path, to your purpose, to your dreams, to understanding that the dreams that are within you are part of what you're here for, to bring them to life. But with Neptune energy, there can also be sometimes confusion and uncertainty and doubt. And this is important information because this is showing you you're going to feel the confusion, the uncertainty and the doubt in those areas of your life where you're not in alignment with your dreams, where you're not following your path, where you're not in alignment with a purpose. And so if you are feeling that confused side of this Neptune energy, I'd ask you to really just spend some time around that, about going in, around going deep, around really getting honest about where you're not in alignment, first of all, with your true and authentic self. This is going to be really important because on this same day, we move into Leo season. Now, Leo season is all about you radiating your authentic, true, purposeful self out there into the world. Leo season asks all of us to just shine bright and to light up the world in the ways that only we can. So there's going to be a big call to purpose at the start of this week, a big call to being more of who you are. Now, on this same day, though, we get Mercury square Uranus. Now, Mercury squaring Uranus can bring an anxious feeling, like a low level anxiety, like a nervousness, like a sense that something's about to change and you're not sure what it is and you're not sure what to do about it. But I really need you to remember for me that fear and excitement feel the same in the body. And so on this same day, we also get Mars trine Pluto. So Mars meeting Pluto is going to bring through this will to succeed, this drive to go after your dreams, this confident, assertive energy as you step into that Leo season energy and you're like, this is me, this is how I'm here to shine, this is how I'm going to open my heart and share my true authentic self with the world, this is how I'm going to begin to allow myself to shine, to go after more of my path and purpose and dreams. And then if you can turn that anxiety, if you're feeling anxiety, allow it to drive you. Feel into where you're feeling that little anxious feeling, because please remember, we often think that if we feel a little bit scared about something, it means that we're not meant to do it because I feel a bit scared about it. The opposite is true. The opposite is true. There can never be true change or evolution in our lives if there isn't a certain amount of fear about that. If anything comes too easy, we're never going to appreciate it. And so it's only when we really step into doing those things that scare us a little bit and that bring that kind of nervous excitement that we learn and grow and evolve in the ways that we need to hold what it is that we're moving towards. And so if you can just turn that anxiety into excitement and use it to drive you forwards, and notice where you're feeling anxious in your life. It'll be those places where you're not following your path, where you're not free to be yourself, where you are dimming your light. So notice what's making you feel anxious. There might also be this like anxiety that's like, come on, we've got to do it now, we've got to do it now. Turn it into excitement and you're going to really move through this week so differently. Now, Tuesday then, after this kind of big energy of Monday, on Tuesday, the Sun opposes Pluto. Now, when the Sun opposes Pluto, it shines the light within. And so this is going to now shine an inner light. It's going to shine into your shadows. It's going to shine a light on those parts of you that you hide, those parts of you that you keep down, those shadows that remain lurking in there, that are always waiting to just jump out. The minute you start to make a move, that little shadow goes, oh, really? You? Oh, are you sure you can do that? Oh, maybe not. It's going to shine a real light on those shadow parts of us that stop us from being able to fully shine in life and go after what it is that we want, because we're always afraid that someone might find out this or that about us, so we keep parts of ourselves hidden. And it's also a very beautiful day to look at, where do you give your power away? and therefore dim your shine. So where do you look to the outside world for your answers or for approval or for validation, or where is it that you give away your power? This day asks you to then take back your power, to shine that light within, to look at those ways in which you dim yourself and keep yourself small, and begin to then face those things so you are able to shine. And this is going to be really brought through for us on Friday. On Friday, we get the Sun sextile Mars, we get Mercury moving into Virgo, and we also get Chiron retrograde. So we've got such a big week this week. Let me talk about Chiron retrograde first, because Chiron moving retrograde is going to help us to really work with these shadowy things that we've seen coming up as Pluto opposes the Sun. Chiron is what's known as the wounded healer. So Chiron shows us where we can find purpose in our pain. It shows us kind of the wounding and the pain that we're going through in this lifetime in order to be able to learn something from it and grow from it, and therefore to help others in those same ways. Now, when Chiron stations retrograde, we get this really beautiful opportunity to reflect on our own inner healing journey. Chiron moving through Aries has been working with us all as a collective around our wounding of purpose, of feeling like, oh, I don't have anything to offer, I don't have a purpose, I'm not good enough to do that, I'm not worthy, I've got nothing to offer. And so as Chiron stations retrograde now, this is that chance to do that inner healing, to find deeper levels of self-worth and self-love, and knowing that you have something to offer in the world. Because the truth is, unless you heal those inner shadows around your worth and not feeling deserving of certain things, and until you fully know within you, I've got something to offer to the world, you're never truly going to be able to step into any kind of power or purpose or let yourself fully shine. So Chiron retrograde comes to really help us then to do that deep inner healing work around finding those deeper levels of self-worth, self-love, self-knowing, self-belief, so that we can then start to move forwards into more of our purpose, our path, and our dreams. Now, as the Sun sextiles Mars, there's going to be this big boost of confidence, this big, especially if we've looked at our shadows and our woundings and we've started to face them, there's going to be this really, all I can feel is heart energy here now, this big energy to just let your heart lead, this big energy to know who you are, this motivation to be yourself and to let yourself shine and to offer what only you can offer into your day-to-day life by just being more you. There's going to be this big, all I want to give you is that heart energy, because we're in Leo season. It's all about leading with the heart, and Leo season also asks us to have some fun and to play and to bring some joy into things. So with the Sun then meeting Mars, it's going to be this motivation to just let go of some of the heaviness and what keeps you down, and the little voice that goes, oh, don't behave like that, they might say this. Oh, don't speak too loud, they might say this. Oh, don't dance around too much, they might think this. Oh, don't show all of yourself. You know, when you want to just get up off the table and dance or go barefoot in the forest, and then that little voice goes, oh no, don't do that, because that's what they might think this about you. On this day, on this week, there's just going to be more and more and more that wants to come through and just be like, this is me. I want to dance barefoot on the grass under a full moon. I want to dance on the table on a night out. I just want to be more me. Now, Mercury moving into Virgo on this same day. I always speak about Mercury in Virgo. And this is a little public service announcement as well. Mercury is going to station retrograde the week after, on I think it's the 5th of August. So let's just be ready for that. Mercury is now in shadow, but Mercury rules Virgo, and so always loves to be in Virgo. And I always speak about Mercury in Virgo like having your own cosmic PA that's just going to bring through the organization and the list and the plan and bring it all through, and it's like a cosmic PA that's just like, done, do this, go there, make that plan, put this in, do this, do that. So there's going to be this real energy that comes through to help us to begin to put some of those dreams into an action planner, and knowing of what comes next. All of that's going to really come through as Mercury moves through Virgo, this ability to be able to just know what to do next, especially if you're listening within, you're listening to your heart and you're really following that. There's just going to be this little dun, 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 this is how it needs to be. And then Sunday, to finish off this beautiful week we've got, Sunday we get the last quarter moon in Taurus. We get the Lionsgate portal opening. And this is really beautiful energy that comes through on the same day. So first of all, the Lionsgate portal is this beautiful, magical manifestation portal that opens every year around this same date. It peaks on 8/8 on the 8th of August. And it's when our spiritual sun, Sirius, rises. And as our spiritual sun rises, we are able to, it's almost like our soul can begin to also rise. We can hear our souls more clearly. We can follow our soul's path more clearly. We can access high vibrational spiritual energies. We can almost access our soul self much more easily and really begin to follow where it is we're being called to go. And what's beautiful about having the last quarter moon in Taurus on this same day is that we're really being asked to let go of those things that keep you from being anchored in that deep sense of your soul self. And so looking, as we've gone through the week and we've like had that Pluto opposition with the sun, and we've looked at some of our shadows, and we've realized where we let the voice and opinions of others dictate how we allow ourselves to show up in the world, and how we maybe censor ourselves or shrink ourselves or behave a certain way. We're going to be able to see all of that stuff, and this last quarter moon in Taurus is going to be like, just let all that go. If you're anchored into a true sense of self and a true sense of worth and knowing your value and knowing what you've got to offer, it doesn't matter so much what the rest of the outside world says. And 9 times out of 10, they're only saying it because they also wish that they could be free to be all of themselves. So this last quarter moon is going to bring this beautiful release point about, where do you not trust either yourself or your journey? Where do you not anchor into a sense of self? Where do you allow that anchor to be pulled up by, oh, they've said that, that means that must mean a certain thing about me, or they've said that and that must mean a certain thing about me? Where do we allow our anchors, our roots, to be pulled up from the outside world? And how can we then put those very, very deep anchors into soul self, so we can really make the most then of this Lionsgate portal? This Lionsgate portal is such a beautiful opportunity to connect to your soul, to remember who you are, to really get back in alignment with your soul self. And if you want to really work with these energies and celebrate them, we do have a Manifest Your Full Potential workshop where we're going to get together on the night before 8/8 and really anchor in these light codes, these energies. There's abundance codes and manifestation codes. We're going to bring them all in. And you also have the option to get a couple of weeks of work around this as well. So if you're really feeling the call to work with this Lionsgate portal energy, there is that. And it's also my birthday on Sunday, on the day the Lionsgate portal opens, and we've got the last quarter moon in Taurus. So if any of you want to send me a little bit of birthday love, I would gratefully receive that, because it does feel like a powerful week to have a solar return, especially on the opening of the Sirius gateway, that Lionsgate portal opening. So a beautiful week for all of us, a week where you're going to be really encouraged to know more of yourself, to take back your power, to begin to allow yourself to shine in the way that only you can, to look at your shadows and what keeps you from shining and what dims your shine. Because unless you look at those things, they're going to stay in the shadows, and you're going to think that you're doing well, and then you're going to get so far down the path and they're going to rear back up again and shrink you back down. So really use this as a week as well to look at where you dim and how you're here to shine, and really shining a light also on those shadows, so that then you can be your fullest self and show up as your most authentic, true and powerful self in the world. It's a beautiful week. It's a week of sunshine and abundance and hope and joy, and you being you. If you can all just give all of you to this week, we're going to send a ripple effect out into the world of all of our beautiful energies, and even that in itself will bring so much light and power. And so I wish you a beautiful week ahead, my darlings. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I adore all of you, and I just wish you all of the light and the purpose and the power for this week. I'm sending you so much love.